Ever stepped into a house so clean it felt? Quiet, not shiny, not artificial, just honest. That's an Amish home. No bleach, no sprays, no supermarket bottles lined up under the sink. Just old jars, worn out rags, and age-old wisdom passed down in whispers. You see, they don't just clean, they connect to the land, to the past, to the spirit of the space. And in a world drowning in plastic and perfumes, maybe it's time we remembered how to clean with what we already have. What if the secret to a peaceful home wasn't on a store shelf, but already in your kitchen? 1. Cleanliness is a virtue and a habit. You step into an Amish home and something hits you. Not a smell, not even a sound, just a kind of stillness. Like everything's in its place. Like every corner breathes peace. You can almost feel the centuries of habit soaked into the wooden floorboards. And no, it ain't about fancy cleaning products or store-bought polish. It's about rhythm, faith, and generations of hands that know what clean truly means. To the Amish, keeping a clean home isn't a weekend job. It's every day. It's how you honor God, how you respect the space you've been given. You won't see bottles lined up under their sinks. No branded sprays. No wipes. What you'll find instead, jars, cloths, homemade solutions, time, elbow grease, and a deep understanding that the body feels better, freer, when the space around it is pure. Not perfect, just honest. 2. Vinegar, the unseen hero in a plain glass bottle. Let's be real. Vinegar stinks, but in the Amish world, it's gold. Liquid gold. They keep it in big jugs, clear or amber, sometimes tucked under the kitchen counter, sometimes in the pantry, beside dried herbs and mason jars. This stuff cleans just about everything. Glass, grease, grime. They pour it into reused spray bottles, ones that once held other things. Add a bit of water, maybe some lemon peel if it's spring, or mint if the garden's in bloom. And boom, you've got yourself a cleaner that cuts through kitchen mess like a knife. No chemicals, no fake lavender scent clinging to your throat. Just vinegar, sharp, raw, and real. They use it like a ritual. After breakfast, wipe the table. After dinner, mop the floor. After the kids go to bed, a quick spritz on the windows, just so they catch the moonlight better. Crazy thing is, it works. 3. Soap making isn't a chore, it's a story. Some stories don't get told anymore. Like the one about Grandma Ruth making soap in a blackened pot that sat on bricks out back. Stirring slow, talking even slower, teaching without words. That's how the Amish pass things down. Not with instructions, with presence, with moments. Their soap isn't wrapped in plastic. It's carved from a past. They make it from fat, lard, or tallow, and lie that they craft themselves. It's not soft, it's not scented, but it's strong. Cuts through dirt like wind through cornfields. And when it's cured, they grate it down, dissolve it in hot water, and bottle it up for all sorts of things. Cleaning laundry, washing dishes, scrubbing floors. Some say the smell reminds them of nothing. And that's the point. It's clean. Clean ain't supposed to smell like flowers. It's supposed to smell like nothing. 4. The gentle power of baking soda and cornmeal. Some tools don't need motors. Some power doesn't come from plugs. Take baking soda. Just a spoonful, mixed with a little water, becomes magic. You rub it onto the stove. Scrub a stubborn dish. Scatter it in shoes to kill a smell that just won't quit. The Amish don't call it science. They just know it works. And then there's cornmeal. You probably only think of muffins, but they use it to clean cast iron, to polish wooden tables. It's soft but gritty, soaks up oil, won't scratch. You toss a little on the board, rub it in with an old rag, maybe from a shirt too ripped to wear, and suddenly the surface shines like new. It's almost like the food they eat takes care of the home they live in. It's circular, sensible, and kind of beautiful, really. 5. They don't just clean, they bless, with lemons and leaves. There's a jar on the Amish kitchen windowsill. You'd miss it if you weren't paying attention. Inside, vinegar, yes, but floating in it, lemon peels, orange rinds, maybe a sprig of thyme. They're not making salad dressing. They're making their house smell like sweet, clean without shouting. Some add a few drops of oil, lavender, sometimes peppermint. Grown in the garden, dried in the attic, crushed between fingers before bedtime. They pour this blend into rags. Wipe shelves, tables, doors, not to impress guests, but to keep the space alive, to give it warmth and peace. A good-smelling home, they believe, calms the spirit. So they don't just clean with nature, they listen to it and invite it in. 6. They clean with rags, not rolls. There's something quiet about a rag, not like the loud rip of a paper towel. Amish women keep stacks of them, folded neat, made from clothes that no longer fit, or sheets too torn to mend. Nothing gets thrown away, not right away. A soft flannel sleeve becomes a window cloth. An old dress hem becomes a floor scrubber. They wash them, dry them in the sun, use them again and again. There's no guilt in their waste, because there isn't any. They don't call it sustainable. They just call it life. And the feel of cloth in hand, thick, worn, familiar, it connects them to the task. Paper towels, they don't mean anything. But a rag? That's history. That's family. That's you. 7. Sunlight and air. They're real cleaning crew. You won't find a bottle of bleach in most Amish homes. Don't need it. Not when the sun's shining. They take out the rugs, beat them with sticks, dust flying like feathers. They air out mattresses, hang quilts across fences. Let the wind do what it does best, freshen, clean, carry away the weight of yesterday. Even in winter, windows get cracked open for a moment. Let the frost breathe through. It's not just hygiene, it's healing. There's no label on sunlight, no dosage on a breeze. But the Amish trust it. Trust that nature knows how to restore what's worn down. No need to sterilize every inch. Just let the house breathe. 8. Laundry day is sacred and serious. Mondays, always Mondays. That's when laundry happens. Sun up to sundown. Water's boiled. Soap is shredded. Clothes sorted not by color, but by purpose. Farm clothes, church clothes, baby clothes, all treated different. For deep stains, there's the paste, baking soda, water, and sometimes a splash of vinegar. Rub it in, let it sit, then run it through the wringer. Dry on lines so long they cross fields. Sometimes freeze-dried in winter. Crispy, cold, and perfect. They iron too, with irons heated on stoves. Not for fashion, but for form. Starching collars, folding dresses. They believe clean clothes teach discipline and respect. Even the youngest child knows Mondays for washing, and nobody complains, not even once. 9. Wooden floors, touched by time, care by hand. Their homes breathe wood, long boards that creak when stepped on, smooth surfaces that glow in morning light. They sweep them daily, not with vacuums, but with brooms made from straw or corn husks. Then comes the wash, water, vinegar, a touch of soap, and sometimes oil, linseed or beeswax melted down, rubbed in slow, hands pressing into grain. It's not just cleaning, it's restoring. Floors tell stories. You can see the paths walked most often, by boots, bare feet, toddling steps. The Amish don't hide where. They honor it. They care for it like old skin. And those floors, they shine, not because of chemicals, but because of care. 10. Their homes don't just look clean. They feel whole. Here's the thing. An Amish home doesn't sparkle. It glows, quietly, like a lantern behind glass. The air feels still, but not dead. The rooms aren't perfect, but they're right. Clean isn't a goal. It's a rhythm, a habit. a kind of whispered prayer. Dishes get washed right after meals. Counters wiped before and after. Beds made with care. Floors swept daily. And all without a single product bought from store shelf. They don't clean to impress. They clean to live better, to think clearer, to love deeper. And maybe that's the part we've all forgotten. That home isn't a showroom. It's a sanctuary. And maybe, just maybe, we don't need more sprays and tools. We just need more meaning. In every rack, every sweep, every breath we take inside these four walls. So next time you reach for a plastic bottle promising fresh scent and 99.9% germ-free, pause. Think about vinegar in a mason jar, lemon peels soaking in sunshine, a wooden floor buffed with beeswax and patience. Because cleaning, real cleaning, isn't about sparkle. It's about soul. And maybe the Amish got it right all along. Maybe we're the ones playing catch-up. If this glimpse into their world stirred something in you, stick around. Here at Rustic Pantry, we're peeling back the layers of modern life. One story at a time, one simple habit at a time, until home feels like home again.